but this is going to call for leaders now to step up, be there for their team, and not let the fact that we are speaking through a camera.
So it leads me to my next question, or two questions, if you don't mind me asking. The first one
Sure.
is the importance of trust, because in this type of environment, there is a level that either management or co-workers or entrepreneurs that have decided to collaborate, as well as management, have to obviously trust each other. And the second one is on the importance or the relevance of adopting remote working for organizations, and whether you see this as a foreseeable reality, particularly in South Africa.
Sure, perfect. And I think the question goes back to my first point about values, Sam, and it's a matter of we need unified values. So a value card or a value set is not something that's set on a brass plaque at the entrance of an office. It's something that needs to be co-crafted with business partners, with family members, with team members. And that's something that my team and I take very seriously. We set our values up front. So to create almost our little subculture within the team that has these values that are bespoke to our team. One of the values kind of thing is family. So so we operate the team as a family. And I think anyone who kind of knows me knows I operate like a family. And my children, and I'm the mother. And the whole thing here is the whole fundamental that if I have been co-accountable in the values, and trust being one of the values, then I am accountable for this whole thing of trust. This goes back to leadership. We as leaders need to start trusting our team and letting go. But it's the same thing that I'm saying, and what I've experienced in the past 6 weeks is, and I haven't had any problem in this because this is the culture of First Rand and all the cultures that I've worked in. I've had very open leadership, and in turn, I've been allowed to be a very open leader with my team and trust my team. If there's a lack of trust within the team already, you need to start identifying why is there a lack of trust. Is that coming from a person? So is it the leader's personal issues? Or is it the fact that the organization itself has just never advocated remote working or virtual working? And that's something that needs to go deep dived in. And trust and accountability and responsibility have always been fundamentals within my team. And what we do is we don't just talk it, we actually practice it. We practice it when I give co-leadership and co-accountability to my team members. So I don't chair status meetings out of principle. My team chairs it. So every week, there's no designated one chairperson that does all the team meetings. You must be accountable for the status because that's the functioning and the running of the team. Each of my team members, they lead projects. So I'm not, yes, at the end, I may cover them and I may protect them, but I have a team member that's leading campaign one. I have another team member that's leading the reporting. So I have multiple leaders in the team. And by giving that trust to a team member, you start building trust within the team. And yes, at first you go, I just handed 100 million Rand campaign. Yeah, okay. It's fine.
Sure.
Leaders, breathe and do it, and support your team members, because we as leaders, and I believe this, and I will continue to believe this, and maybe I'll be proven wrong. But for me, I want my team to be better than me. I want them to grow faster than me. So that means fundamentally, I need to push them to be better. So I need to consistently give them these opportunities to do so. So that's the whole trust thing. And in virtual working, I've been blessed enough to work with organizations that have advocated this for years. So I must be honest that I haven't felt it, because First Rand's always advocated at home working, even prior to me joining First Rand. Nedbank has always advocated it because you remember, Sam, we were never in the office. We were either we were at a sponsorship event, we were at media owners, we were actually never at our desk. So we were remote working. So this has not been a shift change for some organizations, where some organizations it goes, and this is basically setting some principles in play. Again, it's not going to fall from the sky and go, you are now a virtual leader, you are now leading well virtually. And it's a matter of the leaders taking responsibility on how to grow their teams virtually. We have one-on-one sessions, for example. I still have kept my one-on-one sessions virtually with my team. One-on-one sessions are not about statuses. Please don't get that confused. That's about finding out how my team is doing, team members doing, personally, how's family, How are you doing on your career plans? Let's talk about your goals. What can I do to assist it? So that's the one thing that we need to start advocating, that leaders need to get a lot more involved, because there's no human interaction. We still need to advocate that. We need to really advocate the importance of a team or the buddy system. Now, what the buddy system really advocates is that outside of the leader, there's another team member that works with the team member on a project. So whether they need that level of loneliness, they have a level of loneliness, they can trust in that team buddy, that buddy member. Or in that instance, that the buddy works with the buddy to finish up a project. So you're not isolated and alone in this virtual space.
Yeah.
So actually spoken and interacted with my team way more than they've seen me when I was actually in the office, because generally we'd be in an exco meeting and that kind of thing for like. And I found that my exco meetings have actually decreased in size, allowing me to spend more time with my team and guiding them with projects. So it's a matter of really putting in the buddy system, really having the one-on-one catch-ups, and then really having some fun. Because what we do is team sessions virtually that don't even do work. So each of my team members, they get involved and they do a fun session. Whether it's, we've had, what do the letters of your name stand for? As in, we must find the values in our name. Then we've had Lebo did a house party.
Yeah.
He had a playlist, music producer. So we did a virtual house party and we danced for all of it. I even played Bollywood. Yes, I did.
Sure.
One of my team members twerking. We have video footage of it. I hope you know that. We've had sessions where we've done general knowledge quizzes, and it's a matter of, it's so important, but leaders don't just tell your team to carry on.
Sure.
Get in, engage with your team. I think this is a productive way of working because we've cut the travel time. I've personally, so look, it's bad and good. I've started early, and in some instances I've not finished. So what I landed, I've basically gone and showered and gone back to work without sleeping. So look, it's unhealthy. So it's a matter of, I know I am to blame for my own lack of balance, and that's something. But I advocate that with the team about work-life balance. So I think virtual office spaces and virtual ways of working are the way of the future. Some companies are ahead of the curve than the others, but this is going to call for leaders now to step up, be there for their team, and not let the fact that we are speaking through a camera versus being here in person affect the culture. And that's something I've been trying to protect in the past few weeks, which is the culture of my team. And there have been, and I've picked up some things happening. And then what do? I get the whole team into a Microsoft Team meeting. Guys, what's going on?
Yeah.
And having open conversation. So I act as if I'm in the chill room at the office. And I've acted like it's not shifted who I am, and it shouldn't, because I did a clip on it saying that your leadership principles and who you are as a leader should not shift, whether you're in front of a computer or whether you're in a boardroom. Your leadership may fundamentally need to shift in the next few weeks or years to come.